this is actually TKO with Working Girl, but it's a CVT guitar lesson entitled, where's the cover on this? Face Melting 80s Metal Guitar, CVT Guitar Lesson for Sam. And boy, is this one, it's 15 pages of tabs. We have two different tunings, flat and standard. The first two are going to be flat. Then the next 13 are all in standard. And here's the bands we have. TKO, Blue Blue, Warfare, Honeymoon Suite, remember them, Casanova, Kamikaze, Slave Raider, Shock Paris, Rags, and Halloween. And Sam, you wanted, like usual, just specific parts of these. I may move a little faster for the sake of how many pages of tabs we have, because you really need these tabs to work with this so much. So this one was, well, it's in flat tuning, and it's 5 seconds to a minute 14. 5, 5, 7, 8, that's A, D, G, and B. We'll bar that. I'll spend a little more time talking on stuff like that, although you can see it. But it's an interesting little part here. It goes strum, and then you're going to power chord some stuff. It'll be 5, 7, A, D to 5, 5, D, and G twice. And then down up mute, and you're going to go to the other same chord you started with, but over here on the 3rd fret, 3, 3, 5, 6. Oops. 3 A and D to 3, 5 A, D twice. That's all it is, that part. The main part kicks in here, section 1B, 10 seconds in. Kind of an Eddie Van Halen sounding riff, right? So, 7, 9, AD for our start. Okay, you got your 3 palm mutes after you slide on the open E. 9 on the D and G, open E palm mute, 7 D and G. Vibrato if you can, and then back up to the E string. The E string's always palm muted. Same type of vibe, right? Except you go up to 10 and 9 with the open in between them. Right back up to the open E 3 times. And then you'll go to the 9 and 7. With that open E in between. 3 open E's again, palm muted. This is the end of the section. It's 12 and 7 on the D and G. Either there or you can go. But a lot of times this type of stuff's on the same strings. That's the riff, okay? After you get to the 7th fret. You start it over. Second time. Second time, no star, which will be this. Right there. You'll stop after the 3 open E's and go into this section 1C. D, C sharp, and C on the power chords. Oops. It's a suspended resolving to the major. 5, 5, 6, D, G, and B 3 times. Then lift it up, and you're doing the 5th fret on the B. 3rd fret D, G to 5, 5, 7, A, D. Same idea, but now it's 7, 7, 8. Resolving to the 7, 7, 7. 5th fret D and G, and then this, which is really cool, the band's tight with it. Van Halen-ish again. I think they do something like that and hear about it later. Open 1, 2, 3, 4, open. It's chromatic stuff. That walks you right into an A power chord. 33 seconds in, section 1D. And you're going to go 4, 2, 3, D, G, and B. And you'll strum those. So you have 2, 2, 3 to 2, 2, 2 on D through B. So D major, and then drop in the, boy, On your D major, I think you're just strumming the full chord, open 2, 3, 2, and then drop to 2, 3, 3 to 2, 3, 2. That's the suspended right there, resolving to the major. So it's right back to the A, into the, it's like starting it over. Then open 1 on the low E, it's a hold. Add the 3A. Open G after that. 3 mute open open twice. C add 9, 3A open open 3 3. Strum it. And from the strum, you go to a D major. No, you don't. No, you don't. Hold on to that. Yeah, you do. C add 9, G, A major, 5th fret D and G, open A twice, 7 7 7 D G B, and then the suspended again, 7 7 8 to 7 7 7 D G and B. So. Okay, then you'll see this build up here at the end. It's just an E power chord. Open 2 EA. You'll go 13 times. Into an open, open 2, 3, A through B. A power chord. And then check this out. So you'll go. There's a little gallop thing happening. A power chord. Open A. Palm mute, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. 5 7s on the D and G, whole step slide up. Back to 5 7 and slide. So it's. And then back to the A power chord. Up to the E power chord. And then you'll palm mute the open E 3 times. 9 DG, palm mute open E once, 7 DG vibrato. Back to that groove, which would be open, open, open on the top, palm muted. 9, 10, 10 on the D and G. Open E palm mute, 9 D and G vibrato. Then repeat that groove with 9s and 7s. Repeat it again with 12 7s. So, it's like what we played earlier, just tacked onto the end of that. 2 times, second time no star. In place, you're just going to go into section 1C, a minute 6 in. So that's it for that song. The next band is called Rags. Never heard of this band. Fight for Freedom. And you wanted 0 seconds to a minute 16. And this one, you need to take a quick listen. Yep. You'll go 4th fret A and D. Now I like to bar that with the pinky. You could use 2 fingers if you wanted. Go twice. Production's a little rough. It was probably converted from a cassette tape, so it's a little warbly. And then palm mute down up the 2nd fret on the low E. But here's how I would look at it. Do your first time on the 4th fret A and D, and then think of hitting it again, and then palm mute down up twice. So it ends up sounding like this. Then you can hit the 4AD, open E, palm mute down up now. And then you'll hit the 2nd fret A and D, back to the open E, down up, palm mute, 4th fret A and D twice. So it's. And then it lets it ring. So. Then basically it starts over, but think of it like this. There's your first two hits off the 4th fret A and D, and go down, up, palm mute, 2nd fret, low E to the 4 A D 3 times. Into same idea, but open to 2nd fret A and D, 2 downstrokes. So coming from the F sharp, it sounds like this. One more time. Then he does this really cool moderate tempo. It's 2A, hammer 3, pull 2, 3-2 EA, 3-2 on the low E, and then open E and B. Really cool. So two times, second time, no star, and also no double star. Okay, but in place of that, you will have the first part that says no star. You'll do a pinch harmonic, kind of hard to get, but on the 7th fret B, and then dive bomb it. The double stars is going to be 7 on the A string with your index, down, up, palm muted, and then an octave, 7, mute, and 9, A and G. Slide over to 5-7. No, you won't slide. You'll go down, up, mute. So it's so remember, Sam, the X on the actual strings means the string muting. You know, this type of thing. Palm muting is underneath the strings, but an X always symbolizes a mute. All right, top of page 4 is the last section of this song, and it's more straightforward. This comes in 30 seconds in, and it's this part. Really just driving. 2nd fret E, 4th fret A twice, and then palm muted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Then go into an A power chord on the upstroke, so that means it's going to be quick. Watch. And then mute and go up again. So it's like, then you go to an E power chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 12 times. Accent chords are going to change. You'll go to a 2-4 AD, and then mutes to 3-5 EA. Pretty cool. So the first one will be, second one is, and you do all that 4 times. You go right back to the okay. Oh, there is another section before we switch to another guitar. Section 1C, 1 minute and 1 second in. And this is 4th fret on the D and 6th fret on the G. And you've got this going on right here. You'll go twice, 1, 2, 3 palm mutes after it, 4th fret barred, and then 4-7. It's the Lynch chord. 4 back to 4-6 twice, and then 2 palm mutes. Then you're going to go 7-9, 2-4 twice. And then you'll go down, up, 3D, 6G, and then down. So it'll be, oops, So. Alright. The rest of these, like I said, are in standard. Having some intonation issues on all my guitars, but the EVH more so right now. It's kind of bumming me out. So we're going to move on. The third band in the mix here is called Blue Blue. This is a song called Beat of the Night. And here's what we're looking at. You wanted, from the very beginning, 0 seconds to 1:14 So we have this. Well, we have an ad first, but here it goes. Okay, so it's going to be this 5/4 open on the low E, and then 5/4 2. So they're moving in chunks of 3. 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Then down up mutes, basically A and D string leading into 4/7 AD, and then 5/7. Then you'll go 4A, 7E, 5E vibrato. So you have, and that's the section. It just repeats. So that's a loop 8 times. And then after the 8th time, you'll finish it with a 5/4 open, 5/4 2. That's a downbeat, the one in parentheses in your tabs. In other words, you could skip that and jump right into section 1B at 27 seconds, which would be, so 2 3 4 5 6. That's your rhythm. Strum, palm mute it 6 times on the D string only. Go to 4/7, palm mute the root twice, hit the chord, palm mute the root once. So, and then strum the chord 3 times, and go right back to 4/6. So you have and then you're back to the palm muted 4th fret on the D 7 times. And then right back to this. Then you'll see the starter from double dots, which actually the first part of those double dots is 4/6, which is the part we just played. Short rest, and then 6 palm mutes on the root. 4/7, just like before. 2 palm mutes, then 1 palm mute. And then 4/6, 3 times slide to 2/4. And then you'll palm mute that 1 2 3 4 5 6 times. And then 2nd fret D and G. You'll go to 2 on the D, G, pause, and then hit it 2 more times, and then go 2 3 G and B twice, and then 2nd fret G and B twice. Yeah. So and then double dots ends, and you go back to the start of the other double dot. Section 1C, 46 seconds in. It's the same chord. This is an F sharp, and it will be, it's just variations of what we just did. You're going to palm mute it 6 times, the root. 4/7, 4/7 followed by the root twice, chord once on the root, chord 2 times on 4/6, sliding to 2/4. So that'll sound like this. Sliding to 2/4. Once you get there, palm mute it 7 times into an A major bar chord, well, barring the 2nd fret, D, G, and B, but add the open A to it. Strum D through B 3 times, add the 3B, and then lift it off and strum 2 times. So it's hard to hear it when it's 1, you know, if you go just off of the 1. Okay, and then section 1D, 5/7 AD. You're going to palm mute it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times. It's 7 and 9 on the A and D, same thing. Again. And this time no star. 2, 4, 4, 4, A through B twice. Add the 5B in there, and then lift it off. So it's 4/6 AD. So 5, 4, 2 open on the E. All right, guitar number 2. We're going to start in the next video lesson, because this one only goes about 22, 23 minutes.